Hi, this is Jeff with Canary Labs, and I'm excited to show you one of the new features of version 18.1, the ability to aggregate data on both value boxes and gauges inside of Axiom. And so what do we mean by aggregating data? Well, if we look at this screen, we have donut gauges as well as value boxes that are showing live data values for flow A and flow B. But we've also taken that same data tag, flow A, and shown a running average for 5 minutes, 30 minutes, and an hour. And here's how you can do that using the aggregate feature. Come into the edit feature, select the value box. In this case, I'm going to select multiple. And let's go ahead and pick a source tag, flow B. Now for flow B live, we can see that we're running a start time of now on that data. To do the same thing, but run it through an aggregate, here I would do now minus 5 m for minutes. I'd want to then take the time, which has shifted 5 minutes backwards, and say, let's look at a total of 5 minutes, and let's aggregate that interval, and we'll do a time average. And so what I end up with is a now minus 5 minute time average. And I can do the same thing for different terms. So for 30 minutes, we'll do the interval 30 minutes, and again time average. And then finally for the running hour. There's a lot of different aggregates I could choose from. I don't have to just do a time average. And I could do different start times and different intervals. Perhaps instead of just doing an interval of a running average, I might want to know what yesterday's information was. And so here you can see we've applied those same aggregates to donut gauges, and we're seeing yesterday's average for flow A and flow B. Here's one where we're saying last week's averages. So this allows you to put some KPIs on an HMI that gives you more than just live data, but you can also create entire reporting pages. So this is a running report that runs for a week's completion, always the previous week. Our week here starts on Monday at 6 a.m. and ends the following Monday just before 6 a.m. And here we can see multiple different tags, minimum and maximum values, the ranges for that entire 7-day period, counts, averages, standard deviations. We've pulled a trend chart for that same specific time period, as well as looked at production totals, alarm values, and hour counts on equipment for last week. So each of these aggregates can transform the value you get from gauges and value boxes and really contextualize it based on key aggregated information for the time interval that you choose, all from the same easy-to-use tool that you're already familiar with, all inside the edit feature, just under the properties. For a full aggregate list, questions, or more information, please email us, info@canarylabs.com.